Who are you?
Just a guy. Just a guy.
Do you have emotions, Richard?
No comment.
Tell me what kind of emotions you got going through you right now.
I'll tell you what, I gave up on love and happiness a long time ago.
Why?
I don't care to explain that.
Richard Ramirez. Today we descend into the depths of darkness to explore the bone-chilling saga of Richard Ramirez, an embodiment of pure evil known as the Night Stalker. Prepare to confront the darkest recesses of the human soul as we unravel the twisted psyche of a predator who unleashed a reign of terror, leaving a trail of devastation and fear in his wake. Born on February 29, 1960 in El Paso, Texas, Richard Ramirez grew up in a troubled environment plagued by violence and dysfunction. The seeds of darkness were sown early in his life as he witnessed the abusive behavior of his father and the destructive influence of his older cousin, a Vietnam War veteran who boasted of his gruesome acts overseas.
Did you kill 13 people?
It would be improper for me to comment on my LA convictions and on my pending case here in San Francisco
Why?
because of my appeals.
Are you appealing these because you say you're innocent? You didn't kill 13 people?
That is correct.
You didn't kill 13 people.
Again, it would be improper for me to comment in any regard to that question.
You have now entered a very rare group of people in this country. You're in the ranks of Charlie Manson, Ted Bundy. You claim you didn't commit these murders, but you're right in there now as far as everybody else is concerned.
Serial killers do on a small scale what governments do on a large one. They are a product of the times, and these are bloodthirsty times. Even psychopaths have emotions if you dig deep enough, but then again, maybe they don't.
Do you have emotions, Richard?
No comment.
Tell me what kind of emotions you got going through you right now.
I'll tell you what, I gave up on love and happiness a long time ago.
Why?
I don't care to explain that.
In the 1980s, Ramirez embarked on a reign of terror that would forever haunt the collective psyche of Los Angeles. The Night Stalker, as he became infamously known, terrorized the city with his sadistic acts of murder, rape, and burglary. His crimes knew no boundaries, targeting men, women, and even children, inflicting unimaginable horror upon his victims. Driven by a demonic obsession, Ramirez embarked on a relentless rampage, prowling the night like a predator seeking his prey. His victims were chosen at random, their homes transformed into chambers of terror as he violated their sanctity, leaving behind a trail of blood and fear.
Do you worship the devil? Have you ever studied Satanism?
There are different sects of Satanism.
Have you studied, just yes or no, have you studied
Yes,
Satanism?
yes I have.
Are you a worshiper of the devil?
No comment.
Come on, Richard.
I can tell you a little bit about Satanism.
Well, I'm interested in hearing what you got to say then.
It is undefiled wisdom instead of hypocritical self-deceit. It is power without charity. A Satanist admits to being evil.
Do you admit to being evil, Richard?
We are all evil in some form or another, are we not?
I'm asking you the questions, my friend.
Yes, I am evil. Not 100%, but I am evil. Evil has always existed. The perfect world most people seek shall never come to pass, and it's going to get worse. The great epochs of our life is when we gain the courage to rebaptize our evil qualities as being our best qualities.
Ramirez reveled in the panic he instilled, taunting the police and leaving satanic symbols as his gruesome calling cards. As the body count rose, fear gripped the city of Los Angeles, and a sense of helplessness permeated the night. The Night Stalker seemed unstoppable, slipping away into the shadows after each heinous act, leaving the city in a state of collective terror. His crimes evoked a primal fear, shattering the illusion of safety in the sanctity of one's own home. But the tide would turn against Ramirez. The relentless efforts of law enforcement and the vigilance of the public brought him to the brink of capture. In a twist of fate, Ramirez was apprehended by an angry mob in the community of East Los Angeles, their pursuit fueled by their desire for justice and retribution.
The guy with the bar was telling his wife to go get a dinner so he could shoot me. I didn't give a at that point because I was so tired. I looked down the street and I saw a sheriff's patrol car coming down the street. I was just really pissed off at the way things had turned out, that I was under arrest now. And I turned at all the people that are around me and I spit at them. I poked my tongue out at them. I stuck it in and out, like a serpent.
The man who once struck fear into the hearts of many now faced the wrath of those he had tormented. The subsequent legal proceedings were a spectacle that captivated the nation. Ramirez's courtroom appearances were filled with chilling charisma as he reveled in his role as the personification of evil. His dark charisma and unrepentant demeanor created a disturbing juxtaposition that sent shivers down the spines of those who encountered him. Throughout the trial, Ramirez remained defiant, taunting the victims' families and reveling in his notoriety.
When I was young, when I was like 5, 6, I opened the curtains and outside the window there was a monster. Big, hairy monster.
And did he tell you to do anything?
No, I used to get scared a lot. I didn't mind seeing all that gore and violence. It was a turn-up. It was exciting. He used to say, there's no thrill like a good kill. And feast on bones. It was a sunny day. I had been with Mike that day, hanging out, and he got to his house about 3 p.m. It struck me that she was dead, because I knew her pretty good. That had a very profound effect on me when I saw it. I came to California, and I came here to live. And I came looking for a pot of gold, but I found a pot of iron instead. Satan is a stabilizing force in my life. It gives me a reason to be, an excuse to rationalize. I used to love, doing burglaries so much, right? I still dream about this.
You dream about it now?
Yeah, excitement. Serial killers and killers have the advantage in that they use the element of surprise, of darkness, and such things as this. And serial killers and most killers in general have a dead conscience. No morals, no scruples. Some of them don't even care whether they live or die themselves. And they're just walking dead.
On September 20th, 1989, justice finally caught up with the Night Stalker, as Richard Ramirez was found guilty of multiple counts of murder, sexual assault, and burglary. The weight of his horrific crimes led to a sentence of death, a punishment befitting the depths of his malevolence. As the years passed, Ramirez languished on death row, becoming a macabre icon of true crime. His twisted legacy continues to captivate and disturb, as his name remains etched in the annals of horror. On June 7, 2013, Richard Ramirez passed away from complications related to cancer, taking with him the secrets of his dark obsession. The horrifying crimes of Richard Ramirez, the Night Stalker, left an indelible mark on the city of Los Angeles and the collective consciousness of a nation. His reign of terror showcased the depths of human depravity and the power of fear. As we reflect on his dark legacy, we are reminded of the fragility of safety and the inherent evil that can lurk within the shadows. This dark chapter in criminal history has been the subject of numerous books, documentaries, and even inspired works of fiction. It is a chilling reminder that monsters can walk among us, their darkness concealed behind a seemingly ordinary facade.